You're 10 minutes late, your boss is already staring at the clock, and your heart is racing. Is your reputation about to go up in flames, or can one sentence save your career? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily Seed English Podcast, the show designed to help you bridge the gap to fluency. I'm Alex, and I'm joined as always by Sophia. Are you ready to plant some new ideas today, Sophia?
I am definitely ready, Alex, but I have to admit I was almost late getting to the studio today because of the rain. It made me realize how stressful that running late feeling is, especially when you have a reputation to maintain.
Well, you made it just in time. And actually, that's the perfect seed for today's conversation. We've all been there. The alarm doesn't go off, the train is delayed, or a meeting runs over, and suddenly you're the one walking into the office late.
It's a nightmare, right? You feel like everyone is judging you. But I've noticed that in English-speaking workplaces, how you communicate your lateness is often more important than the lateness itself.
Exactly. It's about growth and handling pressure. Today, we're going to look at how to navigate those awkward moments so that your colleagues still see you as a top professional, even if your bus was 20 minutes behind schedule.
I love that. It's not just about the clock, it's about keeping those professional relationships healthy and growing. Let's get into it.
All right, Sophia, let's get into the thick of it. Imagine the scene. You're on the train, you look at your watch, and you realize there is no way you're making that 9 a.m. meeting. What is the very first thing you do?
Honestly, my first instinct is to hide, but I know that's the worst thing to do. I guess I need to message my team immediately to give a heads up.
Exactly. To give a heads up is such a vital phrase. It just means to give someone a warning or advance notice before something happens. It shows you were thinking about their time, not just your own stress.
So if I say I'm giving you a heads up that I'll be late, is that enough, or does it sound too casual for a boss?
It's actually quite professional if you pair it with a solution. You see, the biggest mistake people make is waiting until they are already late to say something. If you know at 8:45 that you won't make it by 9, that's when you send the message. You need to admit that you're going to run behind.
Wait, Alex, run behind. I've heard run late more often. Is there a difference when we use run behind?
Great question. They are very similar, but to run behind often implies that your entire schedule for the day is being pushed back. It suggests a delay in a sequence of events. If you say, I'm running behind, it tells your boss that you are working hard but struggling with the clock.
I see. So it sounds a bit more like a temporary struggle with a schedule rather than just being a late person. But what if the reason is totally out of my control, like a power outage or a sudden road closure?
That's where we use the word unforeseen. These are the unexpected things that prevent you from being on time. You might say, due to unforeseen circumstances on the highway, my arrival will be delayed. It sounds much more professional than saying, I didn't expect traffic.
Unforeseen definitely sounds like I've got my life together more than I forgot there was construction. But Alex, what happens when being late starts to affect my work? For example, if I'm late to the office and then I can't finish my report on time.
That's the danger zone. That is when you start to fall behind. When you fall behind, it means you are failing to keep up with the expected pace or a deadline. This is where your reputation really takes a hit.
That sounds serious. If I fall behind on a project because I was late to the morning briefing, how do I fix that? I don't want my boss to think I'm lazy.
You have to show accountability. This is a big word, but it's the heart of professional growth. Accountability is the fact or condition of being responsible for something. It means saying, I was late, it's my responsibility, and here is how I will fix it.
So instead of blaming the train, I focus on the fact that I'm responsible for the result.
Exactly. It's about taking ownership. And sometimes you have to find a way to buy time while you catch up.
Buy time? That sounds like I'm going to a store to purchase minutes. How do you buy time in an office?
I wish it were that easy. No, to buy time means to find a way to get more time or delay a deadline slightly so you can finish your work. For example, you might ask a colleague to present their part of the meeting first. You're buying time for yourself to arrive and prepare.
Oh, that's clever. It's a tactical move. So I'm using these strategies to basically save face, right?
Precisely. To save face means to avoid humiliation or preserve your reputation. If you handle your lateness with a heads up and accountability, you save face. People might be annoyed you were late, but they will respect how you handled it.
Thoughtfully, it all comes down to professionalism, doesn't it? Even when we make mistakes.
You hit the nail on the head. Professionalism isn't about being a perfect robot who is never late. It's the competence and behavior people expect from you. Being honest, communicating early, and taking responsibility. That is professionalism in action.
To the audience, I hope you guys are taking notes. This is so helpful. If you're enjoying these tips on how to grow your career and your English, make sure to subscribe to the podcast and leave a comment below. Have you ever had a late disaster at work?
Oh, I have a few stories I could tell, but let's save those for the break. That was a lot of ground to cover, Sophia. Before we head out, let's do a quick check to make sure our listeners have these words ready for their next morning commute.
Great idea. I'll start. Our first phrase was to give a heads up.
Right. For example, I sent my manager a quick text to give her a heads up that the highway was blocked by an accident.
Perfect. Next, we talked about what happens when we run behind.
You could say, I'm sorry I'm late. I started to run behind this morning because my laptop decided to run an automatic update right at 8 a.m.
We've all been there. Then we have those unforeseen circumstances.
Exactly. The meeting was delayed due to unforeseen technical issues with the office Wi-Fi.
Thoughtfully, and if those delays mean we can't keep the pace, we might fall behind.
Exactly. If I don't finish this research today, I'm afraid I'll fall behind on the project schedule.
Seriously, that's when we need accountability.
Exactly. By taking accountability for the missed deadline, Mark actually gained more respect from the client than if he had made an excuse.
Brightly, and to manage the stress of a deadline, we might try to buy time.
Exactly. I asked the team to discuss the budget first to buy me some time to finish the PowerPoint slides.
Smiling, all of this helps a professional save face.
Exactly. She managed to save face by admitting her mistake early and offering a clear solution to the team.
Proudly, and finally, the goal of it all, professionalism.
Exactly. Even when things go wrong, maintaining your professionalism is the best way to ensure long-term career growth.
Well said, Alex. Now we have a question for all of you listening. What is your go-to phrase when you are running late to a meeting? Let us know in the comments.
Well, that's all for today's episode of Daily Seed. If you found today's seeds helpful, please subscribe to the channel and share this episode with a friend who is also on their English journey. Keep practicing, keep listening, and remember, every day is a chance to learn better. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, everyone.